Alright, it's time. It's time for a rant because I am getting sick and tired of some of these coward Republicans. I am getting fed up with it. So this is gonna be a rant. I may have a second video today. I don't know. It depends what happens. But this is my rant on the Republican Party. They gotta grow a pair of balls for once in their lives. They need to grow some because this is absurd. What is happening in this country the past 3 years, and the Republicans have done nothing. If it wasn't for Trump, the Republican Party would be dead. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Trump saved the GOP. Don't listen to these neocons who said Trump actually damaged the Republican Party. Shut the hell up. If it wasn't for Trump, your party would be dead right now. And quite frankly, it's disgusting what the GOP has done to its own base. It's even its own representatives. It's abandoning some of the biggest named Republican representatives in the House. First, it was Steve King. Remember him? He was actually pretty good on the issues. Did he say some stuff that was taken out of context? Yes. He was a Chad on certain issues. Did he say some stuff he shouldn't have said? Yes. But again, some of those things take out of context. So, Steve King was the first one the Republicans kind of abandoned. Then it became Trump, kind of. You know, Kevin McCarthy and them essentially said, we need to support Trump, but at the same time, we're gonna, not do anything that Trump would support, i.e. original Trumpism. Instead, they go some bullshit, quote-unquote Trumpism, that's aka Neocon Inc.'s main platform. Just pretending to be a Trumpist. That's what the Republican Party has done since Trump left office. Now, they've ignored the biggest named Republican in the U.S. House, Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG. They've abandoned her. She is one of the biggest named, if not the most popular representatives in the U.S. House, outside of certain other chads. And I disagree with her on some things, right? She has said some stuff in the past. Slow down there. But she is still good on some issues. And what has happened to her the past 2 weeks is a disgrace to this nation. Everybody thought it was just going to be Trump they would deplatform. Now they're deplatforming sitting representatives. It's not going to stop at Steve King, Donald Trump. It's not going to stop at Taylor Greene. It's going to... Essentially, anybody that isn't a conservative ink shill is going to get banned off of big tech. And the Republican Party is so out of touch that they're just letting it happen. They're just taking it. Look, Taylor Greene has said some stuff in the past she shouldn't have said, but not supporting her? How stupid can you possibly be? I mean, this is absurd what the Republican Party is doing right now. It's ignoring its own base, ignoring the most popular representative in the U.S. House for them, and just going on this weird path of just big government bad. I mean, it's just absurd. And their solution to the big tech issue? Oh, well, you could just, you could just get rid of 230. Get rid of Section 230. That's not going to do shit. That's going to do nothing to solve the big tech issue. Section 230 needs reform. Not just a complete repeal. This is my issue. Republicans really think, oh, you can just repeal it and it'll solve all the issues. No. Why do you think Google, YouTube, all of them, why do you think big tech wants to get rid of Section 230? They want to get rid of it so they can do even more censorship. It's just backwards thinking. I mean, why do you think Jim Jordan, who, by the way, solid on some issues, wants 230 so badly? By the way, he's funded by Google. That seemed a bit, sus. And all the Republicans that want a full repeal of Section 230, same deal. They're funded by Google, Facebook, all of that. They're backed by them. I mean, think of this for a minute. What's really going on here? Republicans are ignoring its voter base, which is 90%, or not even 90%, like 80%. Republican base is not neocon. Instead, they're listening to the 10% or 20% that is like pure neocon, never Trumpers. They really think that 20% is more important than 80% of its own base. This is how backwards they are. And this didn't just start last week or anything like that. It started years ago with the Never Trumpers in the House, especially a certain Paul Ryan, who I will say is one of, if not the worst representative to come out of this state. I am so sorry that Wisconsin produced that. But Paul Ryan single-handedly ruined Trump's agenda for a full year. For a full year, he screwed it over. I mean, even the tax reform, they fucked up. Trump wanted to go harsher on certain corporations, but of course, Paul Ryan killed it. So, it's just absurd Republicans are doing. And now, look at this. Remember, this is from like, what? A couple months ago? 32 Republicans voted for Biden's infrastructure bill. By the way, only one of these Republicans, or I think two, were in Biden districts or states. Two! It was John Cato, that clown, that guy sucks, and I believe Susan Collins. Outside of that, the 30 Republicans were Trump plus like 10 to 15 districts, if not more. If 90% of the Republican base is against the infrastructure, why the hell did you vote for it? I mean, it's just backwards thinking. And by the way, this infrastructure, none of it went to infrastructure. Like 2% went to actual like roads and stuff. The rest went to some God knows where. It's just backwards thinking. And the Republican Party needs a change now. They need to take a stand on this big tech issue now. And stop promoting Dan Crenshaw. I'm getting sick of this. The Republican Party has continuously promoted Dan Crenshaw. Well, now he may have awoken the hornet's nest. Remember, behind the scenes, he's been attacking the Tea Party. Or not the Tea Party, the Freedom Caucus. He's been attacking one of the biggest named caucuses, if not the most powerful caucus in the United States Congress, behind the scenes. You may have awoken the hornet's nest, because the Freedom Caucus is powerful in the House. And they're just attacking them? It's just backwards thinking. Instead of promoting Dan Crenshaw, instead of promoting those clowns, promote Josh Hawley, Jim Banks if he could stop being cringe on some issues, all the guys from Ohio essentially, Matt Gaetz, Taylor Greene, not Dan Crenshaw and Nikki Haley. It's just stupid. And by the way, what saved them from me going full on just dying as of late, because I would have died of laughter if the Republican Party screwed up the mandates. I thought by now they would have supported the vaccine mandates. Luckily, they finally took a stand on the vaccine mandates. Finally, they took a stand on a single issue, the vaccine mandates. And that's not because of good intentions. That's just off of basic corporations saying we don't want these vaccine mandates. That's their reasoning. Not because they give a fuck about Americans, because they're getting paid off most likely. Which actually are. So, that's what's happening. Republicans did take a stand on a single issue. Vaccine mandates. Luckily, the Supreme Court, that, blew up Biden's face. But Republicans need to take a stand on big tech, like an actual stand. Not this garbage, we shall fight back in 10 years, give us your money. No, fight back now. Say, hey, we want to do investigations, committee hearings into big tech. Not this garbage of just get rid of 230 and you're done. That's it. Republicans need to take a stand on big tech and all these other issues that are destroying this country. And by the way, who cares if it's quote-unquote unpopular? 10 years ago, gay marriage was basically like 2% of the population wanted it. Now it's probably 50-50. We actually don't know. Realistically speaking, the polling data has either been flat out false or it's kind of misleading because, if you say you're against gay marriage, you're going to get lynched. So, Republicans need to take a stand now. This is it. This is their chance to take a stand on big tech, social issues, all of that. Not bend the knee. Just do it, and you're going to win such a huge majority in the House. Keep running on inflation. Keep running against the vaccine mandates. You're going to win the House. Don't fuck it up, please. There's my rant. You wanted a rant on the... You wanted me to talk with Taylor Green? I just did. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.